So the other day I fell into a Reddit hole. I came across the liminal space subreddit, and hours later I was obsessed, ready to make a video about it. Now, if you don't know what liminal space is, you've probably experienced it before. These are the in-between places, a threshold where transition happens. Think an empty hallway, or empty train station at night, or a dimly lit parking garage. These aren't destinations, but places that we pass through. And yet they still feel creepy and nostalgic and uneasy. Not only did I want to make a video about liminal spaces, I also wanted to take it a little bit further as well. And what goes hand in hand with nostalgic creepiness? Grainy camcorder footage. I recently bought the Canon GL2 Mini DV camcorder, one that I was obsessed with in college and could just never afford. So I decided to shoot this whole liminal space video on Mini DV. And here's the switch. It's hard to find empty spaces in cities like Boston. There's always people everywhere, all the time. So I thought I'd go out on New Year's morning, when everyone was asleep, bright and early, to kind of explore the MBTA subway and trains. It was raining out, and I knew that the city would be kind of dead on New Year's morning at 8 a.m. So I went out and I shot some photos and I shot some video on the camcorder, and yeah, we're gonna show you some empty spaces, some liminal spaces, and kind of talk about what makes spaces liminal. So let's do this. So I don't want to do too much voiceover. I think a lot of these spaces speak for themselves, and just the pure emptiness of literally everything that I'm going to show you. Stepped on the first train in the morning and it was completely empty. No one was standing at the station or getting on the train. Only person was the conductor. These empty spaces are just kind of creepy. They're usually packed with people, and nobody was around. Empty trains leaving. I don't think I'll ever be able to take photos like this again. Well, at least not until next New Year's morning. There was an MBTA worker at this station, and she was not happy that I was filming, even though there was literally nobody in the station. Explain that. I decided to kind of go down the blue line and record every single stop on the way back to my house. Like, that tunnel during the day is usually packed with people going from orange line to blue line, or either way, or vice versa. And I think this group of photos is probably one of my favorites. I think it really shows what liminal space really is. I only got through about 4 stations that morning. By the time I was going to go to the 5th station, it was like 10:30, 10:45, and it was getting a little too busy and wasn't as empty as it was. I wanted to add just one more in. I know this isn't on the camcorder, but I think it's a perfect example of liminal space.